Step inside my twisted world, where heroes will collide. Villains aren't the only evil, there are no fucking sides. Every match will test their stats, every loss and win are weighed. Any chance they thought they had could all end up in vain on Combo Breaker.
Ah, yes, the art of swordsmanship. Truly one of the best forms of combat. Both opponents would fight each other and the winner was only decided by skill. Not because one person had a pistol and the other person had a high caliber full auto fucking nuke launcher. I mean, the only time a sword fight isn't fair is when your opponent can't win because they have the high ground. Ugh. Bad Star Wars jokes aside, swordsmanship is kinda dead, especially in the future when everybody just has friggin' time-traveling machines and laser guns. But today's fighters have found a way to keep up with these warriors in the future with nothing but their sword skills. I'm of course talking about Samurai Jack, the legendary samurai sent through time, and Genji, the cyber ninja of Overwatch. Alright man, Samurai Jack, this guy's just a total badass. I mean, name another legendary swordsman who wields a godly weapon and was sent through time. Wait, what? What do you mean I've already done this joke? What do you mean I make a joke about this every time I use Samurai Jack? Alright, well I was gonna make an Ocarina of Time joke about how Link is also a legendary swordsman with a godly sword sent through time, but apparently I make that joke every time. Oy. Well, let's get into what Jack's packing in that arsenal of weapons and powers. Samurai Jack actually has a small healing factor. This is used for healing wounds slowly over time. While it's not anything impressive like Wolverine's, it's still better than that of a normal man. He also has enhanced senses and even freaking night vision, because apparently he needs that. He's also immortal, but unlike people like, I don't know, Hercules, he's immortal in the fact that he can't age to death rather than you just can't kill him. He's also able to fight on the astral plane, which you think would have helped him more in his fight with the Nicktoons and whatnot, but it didn't help all that much. And if he needs an extra boost of power, he can call upon his ancestors to boost the strength of his sword. He can also turn invisible. Yeah, I know what you're saying, I've never seen him do that, but that's because he does it in quite the odd way. You see, whereas a ninja would use something like the darkness to disappear and vanish, Jack can do it with broad daylight. Yeah, he literally uses the light to disappear. That's really, really awesome and stupid at the same time. Now, Jack wields his katana, a holy weapon meant for banishing evil, and if need be, he'll craft spears, bows, armor, and arrows on the fly, kinda like Minecraft Steve. But we've also seen him use plenty of other weapons, like a spiked bat, throwing knives, handguns, and even a machine gun. But don't think that Jack relies on these weapons for his strength. Oh no, he's no pushover. This man is incredibly strong. He's tough enough to obliterate towns in his fight with the Scotsman. His sword actually negates their ability against evil creatures, and he can carry a 700-ton sumo. He's lifted huge boulders and jumped long distances while carrying them, and he's fought and beat his evil clone Mad Jack before, who's equaled him in power. Not to mention, during that fight, they actually destroyed an entire forest. Plus, Jack has physically taken on Aku in his human form, and managed to win until Aku tried to cheat. Now that last feat's kinda hard to pinpoint because Aku was limiting himself. Jack is super fast, as he's fast enough to dodge sunlight, attack a lightspeed ship while it's taking off, dodge arrows and gunfire, and even dodge things while he's blindfolded. He's also fought Mad Jack, who is his equal, and he's fought multiple assassins at once and won. Not to mention, Samurai Jack is incredibly durable. He survived atmospheric re-entry, the destruction of a city, beating from the Scotsman, as well as large robots just beating the shit out of him, and he's been tough enough to fall off a mountain and then climb right back up. He's also fought for days on end and even taken on Mad Jack, who, as I've mentioned, is his equal. Jack is a genius warrior, as he's been trained all around the world by all sorts of warriors, and he's a great warrior and a tactician. He's learned to use all sorts of manners of weapons, including futuristic ones that he didn't know about until his, time travel events, and he's fought demons, robots, aliens, and other trained warriors, and is ready to take on just about anything. But he isn't without his flaws. Do not think Jack is perfect. He will go out of his way to help others, and to the point of risking his own life, actually. He's also, he's kind of an idiot. While he is savvy to most tricks, new ones actually do trip him up quite a bit. And he does actually have a very strong sense of honor and will not cheat. Alright, let's talk about my original Overwatch main, Genji. Yeah, I was one of those guys. But we're not here to talk about my previous mistakes in picking a main. We need to talk about Genji's weapons and abilities. Genji wields his Dragon Blade, a katana used for hacking and slashing. Actually, what else would you use a katana for? Anyway, he also wields a short blade, used for close slashes and stabs, and other abilities that I'll get to in a minute. He also wields a shit ton of shurikens that he can throw in a spread shot pattern or as a 3-shot burst. As for abilities, Genji can use his Swift Strike, where he dashes at his opponent and slashes straight through him with his blade. Kinda like that Ninja Gaiden thing, you know, where they both run and dash past each other, except in this one, Genji usually doesn't die. Plus, he can also use his short blade to reflect any projectile, ranging from bullets to arrows, as long as it isn't a stream projectile. But his best ability is his ultimate, the Dragon Blade, where he enhances his blade strength with a badass green dragon. He also yells out something that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. So, Genji also has another ability that isn't in-game necessarily, but we've seen him have the ability to curve his shurikens, kind of like that badass movie where the people curve the bullets. Yeah, this is very useful for attacking people when he's behind cover. Genji is super strong, as he's strong to physically overpower Hanzo in a fight. Keep in mind that Hanzo was able to take the full blast of his Dragon Strike, and with his Dragon Blade he was able to launch the crossover version of Diablo. Plus, he was able to effortlessly slash through a car that was thrown by Doomfist, and he was able to redirect Hanzo's Dragon Strike. We also know that he's trained with Zenyatta and sparred with Brigitte before, which is also very impressive. He's also stupid fast, as we've seen that he can slice arrows in half mid-shot, and even reflect arrows. He's also shown the speed necessary to jump onto D.Va's mech mid-flight, and he can reflect minigun fire and even sniper fire. He's also able to dash around Doomfist, who dodged close-range lightning. Yeah, he's pretty fast. He's also pretty durable, actually, as he was durable enough to physically wrestle Hanzo, and he actually took not just punches, but hits from his arrows and even a bow strike from him. He also took a punch from Doomfist, who could level skyscrapers, but that hit did take him out of the fight. He's also sparred with Brigitte, who's been trained, and he's been trained by Zenyatta. He has also been hit by the crossover version of Diablo, who could launch huge bells with a single strike, and alone was the size of a building. Now, Genji's also incredibly skilled, as he's been trained by Zenyatta, he's a skilled ninja, and he's proven his skills in battles against Hanzo, giant demons, and even people like Brigitte, who's also a trained warrior. But Genji is far from perfect. He can actually be very, very cocky and rather reckless at times if he feels he has, just the advantage. Alright, our combatants are set. Let's see which futuristic swordsman will come out on top in a fight to the death. Wait, why isn't there a fight script written? Oh shit, I have an animation! Well, before I play the animation for y'all, let me just give a huge shout out to the MLG Avocado for animating this battle. He did a great job, and I hope you enjoy.
It's Genji Shimada, armed with an array of arms and armor. The katana dragon blade, slashing at a rapid rate. Happy to decapitate, not the kind of fella you wanna pass in an alleyway. What kind of fate shall await? I don't wanna say, I don't want to elaborate. You might retaliate, spreading a fan of blades like jam and marmalade. You're a Jaffa cake on a plate, he's mad to the Charité. Doesn't always get along with the family. Few longer than a filler for an anime. Nearly killed by your brother but rebuilt. The cuts for you like the cuts through silk. Body of a cyborg, soul of a warrior. Apologize now, how soon you'll be sorry. Brotherly love cannot be halted, although it can falter. Blood is always thicker than water. Skipping up walls with the agility of millipedes. It could be employed as a portable guillotine. Need a man or machine. He's going ham for the team. Oh no, it's Genji chucking a hurricane, a shuriken, and encouraging a low post. So much more than the sum of his party's whole. A steady blade balances the soul.
Alright, before I explain the results, I want to give the MLG Avocado another huge shout out. Seriously, thank you for this animation, it was kick-ass. There will be a link to his channel in the description, and go check him out. He is really talented, like, seriously, this dude does some pretty awesome work. So alright, on to our winner, and our winner is Samurai Jack. And, oh god, poor Genji had no chance here. Allow me to explain. When it came to strength and durability, Genji had some impressive feats, like redirecting Hanzo's Dragon Strike, or even sparring with Brigitte, or launching and taking hits from the building-sized crossover version of Diablo. Hell, he took a punch from the legendary Doomfist, who can level skyscrapers. But it did take him out of the fight. So Genji can dish out these building-level attacks, and he can take at least one large building-level strike, but Jack is pretty tough and durable himself. He survived a fall from orbit, and he actually fought Mad Jack, and during their battle they destroyed a forest, and in his fight with the Scotsman they destroyed a town. So Jack has city-level durability and town-level striking force. So right there, Genji won't be able to hurt Jack, and Jack will be able to put down Genji in one or two well-placed strikes. Now Genji does have very impressive speed, I'll give him that. He has feats like reflecting gunfire from miniguns and sniper rifles, and even be able to jump onto D.Va's mech while it's flying, and D.Va's mech is incredibly fast. But Jack has time and time again done things like dodge bullets and laser fire, and more importantly, he dodged sunlight. Due to the angles and distance that this was at, this puts Jack at 70% the speed of light. So yeah, Genji isn't going to be able to touch, let alone hurt Samurai Jack. Add in Jack's other hacks like boosting his sword's strength and invisibility, and Genji will struggle tremendously in this fight to even do anything. Now I should address, Genji doesn't even have a range advantage in this fight, as Jack does carry other things than his sword. He has guns, bows and arrows, a machine gun, and so much more. So while Genji does have his shuriken that has multiple ways of throwing and can even curve, they're not enough to even give him a range advantage. Samurai Jack simply outclassed Genji in literally every way. Looks like Genji got Samurai Jacked up in this fight. Samurai Jacked up. That... oh god. Our winner is Samurai Jack. Next time on Combo Breaker.
I'm going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
Going down to South Park, gonna leave my woes behind.
And we're parking doing it, people spouting howdy neighbor.
Heading on up South Park, gonna see if I can't unwind. Come on down to South Park and meet some friends of mine.
PC Principal versus Deadpool. First of all, let me thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this to any friends you know who like versus debates. And, tell me what you think of the next match. Give me your predictions, maybe suggest matches in the comments, and they might happen.